Did you know that after age 30, men lose approximately 1% of their testosterone each year? That means by the time you hit 50, you could be operating at just 70% of your hormonal peak. But here's what most guys don't realize. This decline isn't inevitable, and it's not just about testosterone. Today we're diving deep into the complete men's health blueprint that covers the 3 pillars every man needs to master: optimizing your hormones, sustaining peak energy levels, and building a foundation for genuine longevity. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to not just slow down aging, but actually reverse some of its effects and feel better than you have in years. Let's start with the hormone foundation, because this is where everything begins. When most men think hormones, they immediately jump to testosterone, and while that's important, it's actually just one piece of a much larger puzzle. Your endocrine system is like an orchestra, and testosterone is just the lead violin. If the other instruments are out of tune, even a perfect violin solo won't save the performance. The first hormone we need to address is cortisol, your stress hormone. Chronic elevated cortisol is like having your foot on the brake and the gas pedal at the same time. It directly suppresses testosterone production while simultaneously promoting fat storage, particularly around your midsection. The modern man's lifestyle is a cortisol factory. Constant connectivity, irregular sleep, processed foods, and minimal recovery time. Your body interprets all of this as a continuous state of emergency. To optimize cortisol, you need to master what I call the recovery rhythm. This means establishing clear boundaries between work and rest, practicing some form of stress management daily, whether that's meditation, deep breathing, or even just a 10-minute walk without your phone. Sleep becomes non-negotiable here. 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep isn't a luxury, it's a biological requirement for hormone optimization. Next up is insulin, and this might surprise you, but insulin sensitivity is crucial for testosterone production. When you're constantly spiking your blood sugar with processed carbs and sugars, you create insulin resistance. This doesn't just lead to fat gain and energy crashes, it actually signals your body to produce less testosterone. The solution isn't to eliminate carbs entirely, but to time them strategically and choose the right types. Focus on complex carbohydrates around your workouts when your muscles are primed to absorb glucose. Think sweet potatoes, oats, and rice rather than bread and pasta. For the rest of your meals, build them around high-quality proteins and healthy fats. This approach stabilizes your blood sugar, improves insulin sensitivity, and creates an environment where testosterone can thrive. Now let's talk about the energy equation, because energy isn't just about feeling awake, it's about having the vitality to pursue your goals and live fully. Most men approach energy all wrong. They rely on caffeine and stimulants to push through fatigue instead of addressing the root causes. Your mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells, and as you age, both the number and efficiency of your mitochondria decline. This is why you might notice that the same workout that energized you in your 20s now leaves you drained. The good news is that mitochondrial health is highly trainable. Intermittent fasting is one of the most powerful tools for mitochondrial optimization. When you give your digestive system a break, your body shifts into repair mode and actually creates new mitochondria through a process called mitochondrial biogenesis. Start with a simple 16-8 protocol. Eat within an 8-hour window and fast for 16 hours. Most men find it easiest to skip breakfast and eat from noon to 8 p.m. Exercise becomes crucial here, but not just any exercise. You need a combination of strength training and high-intensity interval training. Strength training with compound movements like deadlifts, squats, and presses stimulates testosterone production and builds lean muscle mass, which is metabolically active tissue. The more muscle you have, the more energy you burn even at rest. High-intensity intervals done just 2 to 3 times per week create what's called excess post-exercise oxygen consumption. This means you continue burning calories and fat for hours after your workout ends. But here's the key: more isn't always better. Overtraining is one of the fastest ways to crash your hormones and drain your energy. Recovery needs to be programmed just like your workouts. This means taking at least 1 full rest day per week, getting adequate sleep, and managing your training volume. Your body adapts and grows stronger during recovery, not during the workout itself. Nutrition for sustained energy goes beyond just what you eat to when you eat it. Your circadian rhythm, your body's internal internal clock affects everything from hormone production to energy levels to sleep quality. Eating large meals late at night disrupts this rhythm and impairs sleep quality. Try to finish your last meal at least 3 hours before bed. Hydration plays a massive role in energy that most men underestimate. Even mild dehydration can cause fatigue, brain fog, and decreased physical performance. But it's not just about drinking more water. You need adequate electrolytes, particularly sodium, potassium, and magnesium. If you're active and sweating regularly, plain water isn't enough. Now let's dive into the longevity piece, because this is where everything comes together. Longevity isn't just about living longer, it's about extending your health span, the years you spend healthy, vital, and independent. The science is clear that the leading predictors of longevity in men are muscle mass, cardiovascular fitness, and metabolic health. This is why strength training becomes even more critical as you age. After 30, you naturally lose about 3 to 8% of your muscle mass per decade. This isn't just cosmetic. Muscle mass is directly correlated with longevity, independence in later years, and quality of life. But here's what most men miss. It's not just about building muscle, it's about maintaining mobility and functional movement patterns. You want to be strong, but also flexible and coordinated. This means incorporating mobility work, balanced training, and varied movement patterns into your routine. Cardiovascular health extends far beyond just heart disease prevention. Your cardiovascular system delivers oxygen and nutrients to every cell in your body. Better cardiovascular fitness means better brain function, better recovery from workouts, better sleep quality, and better sexual function. You don't need to become a marathon runner, but you do need to consistently challenge your cardiovascular system. Zone 2 cardio, which is moderate intensity exercise where you can still maintain a conversation, should be the foundation of your cardio work. This trains your body to efficiently burn fat for fuel and improves mitochondrial function. Aim for at least 150 minutes per week of this type of activity. The final piece of the longevity puzzle is inflammation management. Chronic low-grade inflammation is like a slow fire burning through your body, accelerating aging and increasing disease risk. The modern lifestyle promotes inflammation through processed foods, chronic stress, poor sleep, and environmental toxins. Your diet should emphasize anti-inflammatory foods like fatty fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids, colorful vegetables packed with antioxidants, and herbs and spices like turmeric and ginger. Equally important is what you avoid. Processed foods, excessive sugar, and industrial seed oils that promote inflammation. Sleep quality becomes even more critical for longevity. During deep sleep, your brain literally cleans itself through the glymphatic system, clearing out metabolic waste and toxins. Poor sleep is linked to virtually every age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to cardiovascular disease to diabetes. Social connections and purpose also play massive roles in male longevity that are often overlooked. Men who maintain strong social bonds and have a clear sense of purpose consistently outlive their isolated counterparts. This isn't just correlation. Social isolation creates measurable stress on the body that accelerates aging. Here's your action plan to implement this blueprint starting today. First, audit your sleep and make it non-negotiable. Set a consistent bedtime, create a dark, cool environment, and eliminate screens for at least an hour before bed. Second, implement a basic strength training routine focusing on compound movements 3 times per week. Third, try a simple intermittent fasting protocol to kickstart metabolic optimization. Fourth, add 20 minutes of Zone 2 cardio to your daily routine. This could be as simple as a brisk walk or bike ride. Fifth, upgrade your nutrition by eliminating processed foods and focusing on whole foods, quality proteins, and healthy fats. Finally, establish a stress management practice, whether that's meditation, journaling, or regular time in nature. The key to success with this blueprint is consistency over perfection. Small changes implemented consistently over time create compound results that can literally add years to your life and life to your years. Your future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Start with 1 or 2 of these strategies and build from there. Your hormones, energy levels, and longevity will thank you for it.